Hello everybody, it's Basilisk here and welcome back to Infinite Skies. And today we are going to get our storage situation all sorted out with the help of logistics pipes. Yep, logistics pipes going to do all the work for us and we're just going to sit here and do nothing. Not quite. Actually, we have to set it all up and then it's going to help us a lot. So, let's get on with that. I made the draw controller in between episodes, which is what we need the nether quartz for. So that goes down here. So now that we've got the controller down there, we can now put a piece of nether quartz into here, and then right click this into there, and it all goes over to here. Sweet. So we're not going to use that for right clicking onto. That, though, is going to be where the logistic pipes all connect up to get to these drawers. So drawers are pretty easy to make. If we go to storage drawers, a drawer is just a chest with blocks around it, and that gives you the larger size drawer, which only contains one type of item, but 32 stacks of it. You can then get the 1x2, which contains 16 stacks, but 2 different items. And then you can go to the 2x2s, which contain 8 stacks, but 4 different items, each with 8 stacks. Compacting drawers we've used before, and the rest of our storage is going to be in iron chests. So, what is the next step that we need to go to? Well, what I want to do, let's grab 8 of those. Let's make ourselves, put away some of these things. Let's make ourselves another iron chest. So I always try to think of how I want things to work first. So if I wrap that around there, here's an iron chest. I want there to be a drop-off point where, say right here, where I can just put a whole lot of stuff in here and it's going to get stored into these chests and drawers. Well, how are we going to do that? And this is where logistics pipes is going to come in. So we're going to have to make some logistics pipes. Okay, there is a lot of things to make here. First thing we need, though, is a power junction, which is pretty easy. Iron and redstone. Got some redstone on us. We need some iron. We need a redstone block, like so. And then we should be able to make the logistics power junction. Now this can accept power through our normal ways of connecting up an LV wire. So I'll get that. And let's just drop downstairs. I already have a MV capacitor down here. So where shall we put this? Say we can put it here, connect up our connector onto it, and then our wire onto that. I need another connector, because that's an MV wire connector and I can't connect it to there. Okay. Let's go grab one of those. Okay, I've got my LV wire connector. Connect that up there. Got a few spare ones just in case. There we go. Now this is going to be gaining power. It holds 4 million RF. So, that's a good thing, I guess. Now this will connect to the whole of the logistics system. And what that means is that this is the only power supply that we're going to have connected up to the logistics system. Now we are going to have to make some other things, and there's actually going to be a lot of crafting involved here. So what do we need? We need basic logistics pipes, which are these guys. Hardened glass, cobblestone transport pipes, diamond transport pipes, redstone torches, gold chipsets. Okay, so we're going to need diamonds, we're going to need glass, we've got some cobblestone, diamond chipset, no, gold chipset, hardened glass, and redstone torches. We've got redstone on us. Okay. Make a bunch of redstone torches. Now, we need to make some of this. Don't know, I'll get a stack for now of that, and some of this. Half a stack, and let's see. Okay, we can make a whole bunch of these. Now I'll probably get 3, 4. Yeah, let's get a stack of those for now. Okay, the other thing I'm going to use is the unrouted transport pipes. Now these are cheaper, but they have less functionality. So you can't use these to connect to machines, you can't use them at intersections of pipes and all those sort of things. But they're a lot cheaper, so benefits and downsides, I will definitely be using some of them. And I've pretty much got everything I need for that, so let's make some of those and a whole bunch of the unrouted transport pipes. And my inventory is a mess. Okay, we don't need these pipes on us right now. Next step. This has to obviously have stuff pulled out of it, and it's going to go to here, but also over to these other chests. What I'm going to do here is actually have them feed up from the bottom. Probably only need one place for it to come up. So at this point we can have an unrouted, because it's just travelling through there. We're going to have something else here to connect to the chest though. Actually no, this one, I think a basic logistics pipe will work. There is something else I'm going to have to get, and that is a hammer. One of these, a crescent hammer. So tin and iron. And craft ourselves a crescent hammer. So that's just like so, with one of these there. Okay, so this chest here is actually going to serve a very special purpose. This is going to be the default route. So all items that have nowhere else to go will go into that chest. And at the moment, so if we go downstairs, it would be quite handy. Actually, for now, I am going to make this a lot easier on us. Grab ourselves a couple of spare elevator blocks, and let's put one here. There we go. Quick access downstairs. Okay, so this one next to this is going to have to be a basic logistics pipe, so it connects up to the power junction. The one here will have to be something slightly different, and what we want to use there is an extractor, something that does extracting. I'm going to be using the, let's find the logistics pipes again. I'm going to be using the chassis for this, and probably for this one I'm not sure if I'll even need something like a Mark II, but they're pretty cheap, so I'll go for that. So iron chipset, let's grab some of those. Iron chipset and a basic logistics pipe and 2 iron, because that's a logistics chassis Mark 2. So what does this allow us to do? This allows us to connect it up to something, and then you can add these modules in. And what we want is a extractor Mark 3, I think is the one that we want, because this allows very quick removal of items, which needs an extractor Mark 2, which needs an extractor module, which is iron chipset, lapis, and a blank module. We're going to need a bunch of blank modules, so let's make those now. Just have another look at that recipe. That's gold nuggets. Okay, gold nuggets, and turn the sugarcane into paper. Here we go. Okay, so now we need the extractor Mark 3, so let's just go for basic extractor. That's that one. Okay, we'll just get one of those for now. So we've got an extractor module, we've got a logistics chassis Mark 2. Let's connect that up to there, and then put the extractor module in. We can use the crescent hammer to access this, and I don't think there's anything that we need to modify on that, but this needs to be connected up to our system. So now it is all connected up. Now this one over here is our where we are joining up to the chests up there. Will I run it straight across? May as well. So that can come down and across. Now that should be connected all the way between there and there. So now I am pretty sure if I put glass in here, it's not going to go anywhere. Now why is that? And this is the start of... Oh no, it is going. There we go, but that's the extractor Mark 1. And that's going to be putting things into this chest. Let's just take that out because that is slow. And this is why I want to go to the extractor Mark 3. So to do that, we first have to go to the Mark 2, which is a gold chipset. Gold chipset on that. And then the extractor Mark 3 is a diamond chipset, and there we go. Put that back in, jump up. All of the glass is gone, and it's all over here. So that's our default route. Anything that it doesn't know what to do with it goes over into this chest. Now, we want to store a whole lot of stuff in these, but I don't want it just to randomly put things in. So, what I am going to do is, we have a key downstairs. Let's go grab that. There we go, a key. And I'm going to lock all these drawers, which means that only items that are already in the drawer, you just do this by right clicking on them, only items that's already in the drawer will be put in there, which means that we get to choose where items go. And there we go, they're all now locked. Put our key away, don't need it right now. Now we need to connect our logistics system up to this drawer controller. So, what kind of module might we want for that? Well, we're actually going to need more than 2 modules in there. So, if you look at these, there are different, if we find them, different chassis. There's a Mark 1 which only takes 1 module, Mark 2 takes 2, 3 and 4. I think I'll go for 4 as it's not that expensive, and gives us more flexibility. Let's see, 4, there we go, logistics chassis Mark 4. So that guy is going to connect onto there. Now what are we going to put inside there? Let's just connect up our transport pipes. That goes across there. Still nothing will actually go in there right now, but if we look at the modules that are available to us, there is the polymorphic item sync, and this one means that if an item is already in this inventory, and the drawer controller will show the logistics network that all of these items are in its inventory, then it will put the item in there. So we want one of those. Orange dye. How are we going to get orange dye? Well, we're going to have to take a little sidetrack. Let's grab that dirt that I had on me. Okay, so to get the dye, we're going to use some grass seeds and some bone meal. This is just going to be temporary. I'm going to set up a proper grassed area at some point. But we need some flowers. We need some red and some yellow flowers. So, grass seeds. Bing, 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 bing. I'll just start bone milling anyway. And I'm going to do this until I've got the flowers that we need. Okay, I've got those flowers now. Just only a couple of poppies, which is a bit annoying, but we can, however, put them into our newly acquired pulverizer to get extra of the rose red. And this will then make us 16 of the orange dye. If I need more red, I can always go up and bone meal some more. Okay, so we need that polymorphic item sync, and that's got an iron chipset. We should be able to do some of those. We'll need more than one. I'm sure we'll need more of these later. Okay. Put those in there. So that's the polymorphic item sync. Let's go install that into the chassis over here. Now, we have nothing in here, so if I put at the moment, say, well, iron is going to be one of the things that is stored over in these compacting drawers. So if I try put iron in here, it's going to go into our default route. Now, if I put in one piece of iron in there, now put the iron in, it won't go to the default route. Instead, it will be over here in the compacting drawer. So that's items like that all sorted out. Now there is a little issue with this, which is we could be getting different types of metals, and this for some reason doesn't work with OR dictionary. You can put in, say this was copper and we've got a few different types of copper, you can put the different types of copper directly into the drawer, or actually I think directly into the controller, and it will do the OR dictionary for you and put it into here. However, the logistics pipe network doesn't see that the other type is in there, so that doesn't really work. What we have to do is get a OR dictionary item sync module, which needs a mod-based one. Now we're going to need a lot of these mod-based ones anyway, so we're going to need some of these plain item sync modules, which I have been. You saw the cactuses upstairs. I have been growing some cactuses, and there should be some cactus green in there. Let's go up, and it is the item sync. So we'll actually need a lot of these, which I'm out of the iron chipsets. Though I don't think I am. I think I've got a whole bunch in here. And let's get ourselves some of these. Yeah, 16 for now. We will mainly be using the mod-based item sync. And with all of these just looking so similar to each other, just different colours, it's kind of hard to find things at times. But that's that one. Yep, we'll turn all of those into that for now. And org dictionary, we need one of those. So I'm going to put this in here, but we won't be configuring that just yet. Once we start getting different types of the same metal, I have to actually individually configure each one onto that. If we right click with this and go in here, I can do something like that and then say, okay, gem quartz, and that will add it as an org dictionary item. We're not going to do that right now, so there we go, that should have it cleared. Okay, so we've got that sorted out. We've got our default route. Now the next thing is going to be these chests, which are for all the other items that we're not going to have in the drawers. And I'm going to do those based on the what mod they come from. So that's why I made a whole bunch of these. And for each of those, we are going to need one of the chassis. We will need at least a Mark II, maybe more. Let's go for, since they're not too expensive, I mean, if you have a look at this, the Mark I we're not making, so the Mark II iron chipset and the iron, okay. The Mark III is just one more iron chipset. Mark IV uses the gold chipsets. Mark III should be okay. I put away all my iron, didn't I? Okay. Yeah, let's just go for Mark IIIs. So I'll make a bunch of these. That should have enough inputs for me there. So let's join those along here. Now each of these is going to have a mod-based item sync in it. And join those up here. I will definitely need more of these. Hopefully he's over there. But yes, a mod-based item sync. Let's just do one of these for now, because I know that we'll need it. If I take one of the mod-based item syncs, put it in there, and we need to right-click it with a crescent hammer, and buildcraft. Buildcraft silicon, that is. If I add that, logistics pipe. Okay. Do I want those two in the same drawer? I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I can remove that. But I will probably have multiple ones that have multiple things inside them. So let's think about this for a second. Maybe you can't actually get rid of it like that. I'll put the logistics pipes up here. So all the stuff related to logistics pipes goes into this one. Okay, so now if I come to this chest and drop in my logistics pipes and my buildcraft ones, then they should all be going into there and there. Good stuff. Okay, so what else might we want this system to do? So my plan for kind of getting things organised is I'm going to put stuff into here, go dump all of my things in here. It's going to end up in the default chest, obviously. And then I'm going to go, oh, okay, well I haven't set where that's supposed to go yet, so we've got to now set that. I am going to need a different connector here, I just realised. We will need at least a Mark 2, maybe a Mark 3. Let's grab one of those. Okay, so I've figured it out. We need one of these item sync modules in here so that then we can set it back to being the default route. But we also need another item in there, and this I think is going to come in handy for us. What we want is one of these quicksort items. There we go. Put that in there as well. Okay, so what the quicksort module does is it goes through what's in this inventory and tries to put it somewhere else in the logistics pipe network. Now, seen as these items have nowhere else to go, it doesn't put things into the default route, but since these items have nowhere else to go, they'll just sit here forever. At some point, I can go, okay, what's this from? This is from Industrial Craft. Okay, this chest here is going to be my, I need one of those in there. It's going to be my Industrial Craft chest, my IC2 chest. Add that, and now all of the items that were in here that were Industrial Craft will be moved over into this chest. So therefore, what we're going to do is put all our items in here. What we don't already have sorting for is going to go over here. We're then going to have a look at it and go, okay, I think these items will go into this chest based on the mod, or maybe these items will go into one of these storage drawers, and we just set that up and it's all going to sort it in for us. Sounds pretty good. So that's all cool. We'll now have our storage under control. Now what we really want to do is be able to access it from a central location. I don't want to have to go to all the chests to grab stuff out of. And what I'm going to do there is put something here. So this will have to be a basic logistics pipe, not one of these unrouted ones. So join that up there. We need to make the logistics request table, which isn't too bad, but we need to make the soldering station first. Okay, soldering station, iron, crafting table, redstone. Let's grab some more iron, plenty of iron now, and let's make ourselves a crafting table. That's right, 2 logs. Still muck that up, and we should be able to go and grab ourselves one of those. Now I'm not sure if this needs to be connected into the logistics pipe network, but may as well. We'll just put that there. Okay, the recipe for the logistics request table has quite a few things. It has this logistics crafting logistics pipe, which is more of the same kind of crafting of items. So, and it has the request logistics pipe, which again is more of the same. So I'll get these items together and be right back with you. Okay, I've got those items. Let's see about putting this in here. I you can't shift click it in. Okay, so it's got 2 stone blocks, a crafting table, crafting, request, and the diamonds are down there. 2 stone bricks, crafting table, chest, 2 diamonds, request, and crafting, and a hopper, and it needed something there. Okay, I think I figured out what is wrong. And somebody might have noticed that, but I got these around the wrong way. And that gets soldered together, and there we go. Now we've got our request table. Let's go up, place it where we want it, which is there. So you can access this, and we don't see anything in our network. Okay. Well, that's a thing. But I actually already knew that. Okay, what we're going to need in order for the table to see our items is this provider module. We might want to go for the provider Mark II. Let's see. That's blue dye. That requires a diamond chipset. Okay, for right now, I'll do these ones because I am running out of diamond chipsets. Actually, I've got a couple in there. Sorting for the win. Okay, so we have to make the first level first anyway. Are we out of blank modules? Yes, we are. Okay, need some more paper. Okay, I've got the paper. I made the blank modules, and now let's make our provider module. Let's make 5 of those, and let's upgrade. Let's upgrade one of them, just so that I'm not sure what the difference is between them. Probably just speed. You can right-click them in your inventory to configure them. So yes, it will probably just be speed, the extraction speed. And to be honest, I like fast, so let's go for as many of the Mark IIs as we can get, and we'll actually do them all as Mark IIs. Diamonds are cheap, right? Okay, pop that guy in there, and now if we go to our table, we can see that we've got iron. And it actually shows both of the nuggets, the ingots, and it would show, if I put this in, it will also show blocks. So we've got access to all of that in there. Now, we can't just drag it over here or anything like that. But we can go and request one, and it will end up in here. We can do something like that, and then go like that, and it will request the items to be able to make it, and then you can convert it into that there. So it does have a crafting interface in it as well, which is kind of cool, and you can drop things in there to store back into the network. Okay, so that's sorting of items into chests and pulling things out. I will also obviously put one of these in there and one of those in there, and I'll need a lot more of them, and then we'll be able to see more items. Do either of those chests I'll just put it in have anything? No. Okay, but I can now go and put things into here. I'll just start dumping a whole lot of stuff in here, and that's all pretty much going to end up in there, except for that little bit there, and we have access to all of our items. So my next task is moving all of our stuff up here to insert into that chest, and I think what I want for that is the help of a dolly, which not too bad until you get into this reinforced metal, which is a little bit of a rabbit hole. But yes, I'm going to make a dolly to do this, and put all of my items in here, sort out what goes where, and that will be an awesome solution. And this is only just the start of the logistics pipe network. We're going to get into auto crafting with it, and auto smelting, and all sorts of cool stuff. But this is all for this episode. We have got storage done. I'm going to finish this system up between episodes, and I'll show you how it all looks in the end. But that's about it for now. So until next time, I hope that you enjoyed seeing the start of my storage system here. There's some good stuff going on. We can store stuff, we can retrieve it, and we don't have to go searching through chests anymore. I'm going to extend this network and probably put more of these request tables around the base, so we have access to all of these items everywhere. Oh, happy days. But until next time, take care. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you again later. Bye.